It was past 9 in the morning when I stared blankly at the last remaining bag of cat food. The warm blue package sat crooked in the corner of the shelf, its only sound audible, not the rustling of the wind, not the pellets of food that greeted my hand. Si Bilang, the white and orange male cat who had become like my family, sat staring at me from the kitchen doorway. His gaze carried a wordless language, full of questions and hope. "I know, Nang, you're out of stock, huh?" I muttered. I stood, rolled up my sleeves, and took my wallet from the dining table drawer. This morning, the sky was calm. The sun wasn't shining brightly, and the clouds hung like crumpled cotton. It was a perfect day for a quick getaway this time. The mission, to buy some necessities for Si Bilang, on the way to the store. The streets were starting to get busy. School children had just left, and several motorcycles passed by carrying large bags on their backs. I drove slowly, enjoying the breeze coming in through the slightly open window. I decided to head to my regular food shop on the street behind the market. It's called Mimi and Meow, a small but well-stocked shop selling everything from cat food to toys, litter, vitamins, and collapsible cages. It's run by a young couple, Reno and his wife, Leela. Reno is a huge cat lover, and Leela, with her ponytail and genuine smile, always knows how to recommend the best food for your cat's personality. When I arrived, I was greeted by the sound of a small bell on the door, which jingled as I pushed through. "Morning, Moz," Reno greeted, lifting a large sack of food onto the shelf. "Is the striped cat out of stock?" Reno laughed. "I know it by heart. You usually come when the blue sack is just dust." I browsed the colorful shelves. There were various brands and packages of food, from premium Norwegian salmon to economical yet nutritious. I knew the striped cat wasn't picky, but still, I wanted the best, the usual. "Or do you want to try something new, sir?" Leela asked, wiping the shelves with a dry cloth. "The usual, okay. But add some snacks for his teeth. He's been chewing on his charger cable lately," Reno giggled. "Cats these days are all about high-tech." It didn't take long for me to pile up several items at the cashier. A 5-kilogram sack of food, a pack of teeth and gum snacks, a box of lavender-scented litter, fish oil vitamins, and a fur brush because the old one was bent. While Leela calculated the total and Reno wrapped everything up, I sat for a moment on a small chair near the cashier. Through the shop window, I could see a small child playing with a stray kitten in front of the store, laughing, running, then squatting down to feed it the rest of the biscuits. For some reason, the scene was simple yet touching. Leela looked at me. I remember the first time I came here. Bilang was still so tiny. I carried him in my shoulder bag. I nodded. He hid and peed in the bag. When I got home, I had to wash the bag twice. We laughed together. The journey home wasn't as lively as it had been. The streets were getting busy, and shops were opening one by one. Through the car window, I saw a variety of activities: women shopping for vegetables, young people buying coffee with milk, and sweepers sweeping leaves from the sidewalk. When we arrived home, Bilang greeted me with a loud meow, as if to say, "You're finally home." I opened the trunk, unloaded the groceries, and carried them into the kitchen. Bilang followed curiously, sniffing each package. I poured new food into his fish-shaped middle food container. The sound of the falling grains made a pleasant clink. The striped cat ate immediately, ravenously and content. In between, he glanced at me briefly, then continued. Maybe that was the cat's version of saying thank you. After everything was done, I made some coffee and sat on a plastic chair by the window. Outside, a light breeze blew. It was a normal day, but it felt complete. And there he was, Striped Cat, full and happy, licking his front paws with his eyes closed. I smiled. Who says love has to be complicated? Sometimes love is as simple as refilling the food bowl. I smiled. Did you find out? I patiently cared for him. I fed him with a pipette, cleaned his fur every evening, and even adjusted his sleep schedule to ensure his comfort. Now, after 2 years, he's grown into a handsome and spoiled adult cat. He always sleeps on my desk when I work late at night. Occasionally, he'll sit on my lap while I watch a movie. Sir, do you want to try tuna or chicken-flavored snacks? Reno asked. Try the tuna. Striped cats tend to like fishy smells. Leela added. If it doesn't suit you, just exchange it next week. We'll keep the receipt. Belang ate immediately, heartily and satisfied. In between meals, he looked at me briefly, then continued. Maybe that was the cat's version of saying thank you. After everything was ready, I made some coffee and sat on a plastic chair near the window. Outside, a light breeze blew. It was a normal day, but it felt incomplete. And there he was, Belang, full and happy, licking his front paws with his eyes closed. I smiled. Who says love has to be complicated? Sometimes, love is as simple as refilling the food bowl. Suddenly, there was a gentle knock on the front door. It was Sorry, my next-door neighbor. Sir, can you help me carry the gallon? I bought 2. They're really heavy, she said. I helped for a while, and before leaving, she handed me a small bag of salted fish. For the cats, please. I know he loves them. The day continued slowly and peacefully. I filled the new litter box with sand and brushed Belang's fur, which had started